India is preparing to position an additional 35,000 troops along its Himalayan border with China as the possibility of an early restoration to the deadly tensions between the two neighbors fades. The move would change the status quo along the contested 3,488-kilometer LAC and stretch the nation's already tight military budget. 20 Indian soldiers and a known number of Chinese troops were killed in an ugly skirmish on June 15th, and since then, both sides have rushed thousands of soldiers, artillery guns, and tanks to the region. With India China border agreements not holding, the situation required additional troops, as said by the officials. To get in detail with this particular most important information and various other important considerable inputs, let us begin with today's defense updates of 31st of July 2020. And before beginning, SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. We are one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for various defense examinations. I kindly request you and I recommend you to download our Android app from Google Play Store, where you can have each and every defense related information, all sort of important examination related lecture material and many important study materials in your hand. Beginning with the question of the day that I have posted on 30th of July 2020, and the question that I asked was, who is known as the Cobra of Kargil War? And everybody has given a correct answer for this. The Cobra of Kargil War is Naik Digendra Kumar. Digendra Kumar, who also has won the Mahavir Chakra and Sena Medal. He was born on 3rd of July 1969. He is still with us, and he's a former member of the 2nd Battalion of Rajputana Rifles Regiment of Indian Army. He was awarded Mahavir Chakra on the 1999 15 August for his acts of bravery in the Kargil War, and he retired from the army on 31st of July 2005. He was an Indian Army commando who dispatched 48 Pakistanis single-handedly at the Kargil War. You can visit our SSB Crack website, wherein which the complete story of his bravery and how he took upon the most important situations in his hands were briefly and very detailedly mentioned in our website. So I request you, if you are interested in knowing about Naik Digendra Kumar, you can go there. He is popularly known as the Cobra of Kargil War. Beginning with the first and foremost important defense information is that India may add 35,000 troops along China border as tensions simmer, changing the status quo forever. This is what is the introduction session that I was discussing with you. India is trying to prepare more than 35,000 additional troops along the Himalayan border with China as the possibility of an early resolution to the deadly tensions between the two neighbors fades. The move would change the status quo along all of this 3,400 line of actual control and stretch the nation's already tight military budget. Going on with the next important information is that Manipur, about the People's Liberation Army. This is not the Chinese army, this is the local PLA. These PLA terrorists have ambushed 4 Assam Rifles unit near the Myanmar border. 3 personnel have martyred and 5 have injured, unfortunately. This was done on 29th of July 2020 and area Dominion patrol near Khong Tal in Chandel district of Manipur. At around 6:45 p.m. in the evening, patrol party got ambushed on their way back. A group of 15 soldiers were returning from an area dominance patrol at Khong Tal in Chandel area when an improvised explosive device exploded and they came under heavy fire from the members of an insurgent local militant group called People's Liberation Army. To get in detail with this particular most important information, I request you can even download our Android app, wherein which you get a free PDF material regarding this daily defense updates. And in each of the PDFs, a complete information and a detailed analysis is mentioned and is given to you. Going on with the next important information is about the names of the soldiers killed in the Galwan clash are to be inscribed on the National War Memorial. This is a very important update. The process for the inscribing of the personnel names, there are around 20 personnel who have got skirmished along the July 15th Galwan clash, and this is a very saddest moments among the militarized history of India. So all of these names, all of these personnel's names will be inscribed on the memorial, and it may take some months. Last month, Army Chief General M.M. Narawane have awarded commendation cards to 5 soldiers for their bravery in dealing with these Chinese troops during the Galwan Valley clash and even during the confronting rival soldiers in Pangong So last May. Okay. Going on with the next important update is that the PLA carrier plans way ahead. INS Vikrant work stays on track despite COVID. What is this PLA carrier? This is the Chinese People's Liberation Army carrier, and they are building their aircraft carriers on very fast and a very larger scale, and they are trying to build around 4 important aircraft carriers. Chinese are trying to build 4 aircraft carriers, whereas our INS Vikrant is being built on a very slower pace. But even though the COVID operations were going on, even though the COVID was no completely high and Kochi was even declared a hotspot, still then also INS Vikrant's work was continuing. Construction of Vikrant aircraft carrier as Kochi has been on track, though other shipyards executing warship orders have lagged behind by a few months due to the COVID crisis. Even the Mazagon Dock Limited of Mumbai also had stopped their work for a few months due to the COVID, but the Cochin Shipyard Limited did not stop their work in making the INS Vikrant aircraft carrier. INS Vikrant is expected to join our Navy by 2022 as per the current plans. To get in detail with the Chinese way, the PLA Navy has decided to go for 4 carriers, and all other countries in the region like Japan and South Korea are converting their ships into carriers. So Japan and South Korea are converting their ships into carriers by inducting F-35 fighters that can land and take off from short decks. However, as things stand, Navy will have 2 aircraft carriers by next year, while China has been aggressively building up its carrier fleet. Going on with the next important update is that Army supports Uttarakhand locals who are stuck in the floods. Floods have appeared in the Uttarakhand district, Uttarakhand state. So the troops of Indian Army have conducted rescue operations for evacuation of villagers in the flash flood affected areas in Dharchula of Uttarakhand. Logistics and medical aid are provided to the locals as mentioned here. Going on with the next important update is that New Zealand Defence Forces are trialing electric motorbikes. This is a very beautiful update that they are trying to modernize and they are trying to mechanize their defence forces through ecological ways. So New Zealand Defence Force on 27th of July it said in a statement that it explores the greener means of transport and is testing 4 specially built electric utility motorbikes, and all of these motorbikes are being built by a company named UPCO. UPCO is a company that is based in Tauranga. Tauranga is a city in New Zealand. It's a very major manufacturing hub in New Zealand. So Tauranga-based company UPCO is they have contracted to this particular company, and 4 specially built electric bikes are being tested for their suitability in areas, and for what they will be used in reconnaissance and surveillance and airfield security among others. Weight of each bike is just 65 kgs, and each bike can travel up to 120 kilometers on a single charge. Going on with the next important update is that about the World Defense Show 2022. This is for the first time we are reading about the news by name of World Defense Show. Saudi Arabia's General Authority for Military Industries, also known as the GAMI, okay, General Authority for Military Industries. GAMI is one single regulator, enabler, licensor for Saudi Arabian Kingdom's military industry, okay. So the complete Saudi Arabian industry, military industry will depend upon the orders given by the General Authority for Military Industries. So they have a target that according to that target, it should be the defense sector of Saudi Arabia's development should be in line with the national commitment to localize 50% of military manufacturing by 2030. So they have to localize 50% of their military manufacturing by 2030. Regarding these particular issues, Saudi Arabian government has started about this particular plan, and this important World Defense Show will be held from March 6th to 9th of 2022 at Saudi Arabia's capital Riyadh. Okay. Also to get in detail that every 2 years this show will be made. That means on 2022 this show will be done. After 2022 the show will again be done in 2024 and then in 2026 like that. Okay. So this show, what is it used for? It will provide insight and access to the technological innovations that are shaping the defense industry. These might be from startups or innovators to established multinationals. Okay. As one of the world's top spenders in defense sector, Saudi Arabia's geographic location and international presence allows the kingdom to serve as the ideal location for such a show. So what are the most 5 important domains? There are 5 important domains that we have to see. The 5 domains include the satellite domains, that means the security domain, and then comes the satellite domain. Then there is a land domain, and air domain, and a sea domain. All of these are the 5 most important domains. So 5 defense domains are there. 85 plus military descriptions are going to be discussed. 3,000 plus multinationals are going to attend here on one single global stage, and all of these will be done in 4 trade days. 80,000 plus visibilities will be made, and all of this defense show will be hosted around 80,000 square miles of the area will be allotted for this particular important defense show. So any updates regarding this, we will get back to you in a very short notice. So now we will have a very quick review of the topics we have discussed by going through some of the most important questions. And the first and foremost question is the names of the 20 Indian Army personnel who were killed after valiantly fighting Chinese troops in Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh on June 15 will be inscribed on what? They will be inscribed on the National War Memorial in New Delhi. Going on with the next important update is that which country's defense force has been recently trialing electric motorbikes? And it is about the New Zealand's defense forces have been recently trialing electric motorbikes. The next important question is a very important one. It is in this particular way, questions might come in CDS or NDA, so please be aware of this. Which among the following statements is correct? World Defense Show is founded by Saudi Arabia's General Authority for Military Industries. This is correct as discussed. This will be held from March 6 to 9th, 2022 at Riyadh. This is also correct. And third point says, in line with the kingdom's Vision 2030 ambition to localize 70% of domestic military expenditure, Saudi Arabia aims to be at the forefront of future defense technologies. So the third statement is wrong because it is not 70%, it is just 50%. So the correct answer for this is option B. That means statements 1 and 2 are correct. Now we will have the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is, recently which country's defense minister has been sworn in as the prime minister of that country? I repeat the question. Very recently, which country's defense minister has been sworn in as the prime minister of that country? The answer for this and the explanation for it I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned to SSB Crack Exam. Subscribe to this channel, download our app from Google Play Store, and last but not the least, always stay safe, stay healthy, and Jai Hind.